This is our new employee, Caden. He's gonna be learning, as you guys are, you know, how to graft this Ceraria Namaquensis. All right, it's from South Africa, Namibia, and Namaqualand. Namaqualand is an area where a lot of succulents that you see in the trade now have come from in the past. So these actually grow pretty huge. They're a giant bush, and I'm surprised that it's hard to get them to root on their own. That's why we're grafting them. All right, so we have our grafting stock here, Portulacaria afra. You know, you want to get one that's pretty thick on the bottom. You want to have one that doesn't have too many branches. You could just break these off real easily. And we're going to be grafting about here, because up here is too thin. If you go down too low, it's too woody. So you want to find like that sweet spot. So I'm going to look in here for, you know, some of the thicker ones. You know, this one's got some branches on the bottom. Maybe I'll try to avoid that one for now. I could break them off, but really I'm looking for long and straight that doesn't have a lot of extra growth on the bottom right now. So these are the ones we're going to start with. Now we're able to graft them onto this Portulacaria because the newest research says that they're related, and this has actually been reclassified into Portulacaria. So now it's Portulacaria Namaquensis. So basically we're going to be doing wedge grafts, and we've got these Portulacaria afras, and I'm going to break off these little stems down here. You want to get something that's a little bit thinner, because these aren't the fattest stalks that we have right here, but this is about what we want. And I'm gonna go ahead and just break off some of these little leaves down here. Now to secure it, again, we're gonna use this Saran wrap. So I wanna have that ready. And then we're gonna tape it to keep the pressure on. So, Katie, if you can get some tape out there. I've got my little rubbing alcohol. Just go ahead and clean that off. My paper towel. And make my cut. This first cut right there. You can save that for later. Now, this is gonna stick right inside here. And we wanna, you see that vascular ring there? We wanna just go right down in the middle. We're gonna take this guy, we're just gonna shave it. Not too close, but you want about like that. Something that's not too thin. And you can just open up right here. All right, cool, we stick that down. All right, good, and release it. Now we're gonna wrap our Saran wrap, and you got the tape ready. All right, so this is the pressure here that I'm adding. And then we've got our tape. And something like that. That should hold. And we'll probably leave it like that for about 8 days. But again, you only want to bottom water, because when you top water, this is going to get water in there and it's just going to build up bacteria. We don't want that. We do want it to stay a little bit humid to keep some of that moisture in, but we don't want to add any. Don't cut yourself. All right. It's always nice to have extra hands, an extra helper with this kind of stuff, because you kind of want to do it faster so that things don't dry out. Right in the middle. You're good, no rush, just don't cut yourself. Good, a little bit further. A little bit further? Yeah. Go, go, go. Yeah, that's good enough. Beautiful. That looks great.
Get tight?
Yeah, and on the top is where you really want to have the most pressure
okay.
Going around there. You know, squeeze the whole thing together. That should be good. All right. You know, hopefully a lot of these grafts take. All right, so here we are. It's been 2 weeks. I took the tape and the Saran wrap off after about 8 days. The pressure was good, and I could tell a lot of them took. I did not water them from the top, only from the bottom. And here it is 2 weeks from now, and you can actually see the new growth, that nice bright green on these that took really well. And then, you know, on our mother plant here, even where we did the cuttings, they've got some new branches that we'll be able to work with next spring. So it's pretty easy, you know, just gotta make sure that you get your wedge right. The other thing that we noticed, that this tape right here is actually like a Saran wrap tape, and it's a lot easier than breaking off the sheet saran wrap that you use in the kitchen or something. This is just ready to go to wrap around. It's a lot easier. So one thing you want to look out for is these little pups coming off the grafting stock. You don't want to let those, you know, take any of the energy away from the plant that we grafted. So just, you know, keep picking those off. Again, it only took 2 weeks and they're already growing. We're gonna have them available on our web shop, shop.eastaustinsucculents.com, and also maybe a few over at our main store at Tillery.
Make sure to like and subscribe Botany Basics and follow East Austin Succulents and Fireproof Plants on Instagram.